So today we're going to be going over the last of Newton's laws, which is Newton's third law, and this will be just a conceptual video. And from what I can tell, this is like the hardest Newton's law to like understand because it's just not very intuitive. So let's go over what it is and then we're going to try to make sense of it. So Newton's third law is defined as for every action force there is an equal and opposite reaction force. And you're going to be like, no way, right? Because if that's the case, like how do objects even move? If I'm pushing an object and the force it's exerting on me is the same as the force I'm exerting on it, then like how does that object move? So we're gonna want to think about it this way through an example. Let's say that there was just this bus going down the road, right? My really fabulous bus. I give up. Here's the door. That is so ugly. I don't even know what that is. Alright, so it's just driving down the road, right? Here's a road. And then here's like a fly. And it's driving, and it hits the fly. So, from Newton's third law, we know that the force at which the bus hits the fly is equal and opposite to the force at which the fly hits the bus. In this scenario, the bug just goes like splat, right? But literally nothing happens to the bus. And why is that? If you look at the difference in mass between the two objects, like this bus is definitely a lot heavier than the fly, right? So if we go back to Newton's second law, F equals ma, well, there's also the acceleration part, right? So this is just a mathematical representation of Newton's third law, but mass of the bus times acceleration of the bus equals mass of the fly times acceleration of the fly, but like in negative direction. There's a negative right there. But this part is obviously a lot bigger than this part. So then the acceleration will have to adjust to fit that. But either way, that just explains how like objects can move. Because if we think back to like inertia, remember the more mass an object has, like the less likely it's going to like be moved by an external force. And that's just a simple explanation for Newton's third law.